Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the OTT channel with an OTT review. You can call me Turrell and Lorna Shore. You in the scope. Welcome back to the channel where we play games, review music, and have a good time. If you enjoyed this for the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate catch every video when it goes live. This is where we're actually going to be checking out the conversation after the song Glenwood. So I'm assuming this is going to be Will and his father having a chat. So let's go. Will Ramos was estranged from his father for 10 years despite only living 20 minutes away. They didn't speak once until after completing the Pain Remains tour in 2023. Whoa. Whoa.
This song is more about like just feeling like real and just being human, and I think there's a part of everybody when they like go through hard things and it's just easier to just turn away and just pretend that it's not happening, and you're like, okay, well, I don't like that, so fuck that, I'm not going to deal with it anymore. And I think a part of me was that I wanted to come back here and make sure that no matter what, I didn't have regrets at any point in my life. I'm not like, shit, you know, I wish that I could have gotten closer to you again. Because in a way, I think we're very similar. And I think that's why we fought a lot also growing up, is because we're very similar. Because I'm very stubborn. Well, and I know for a fact.
You may be forgot, but I was here. I raised you.
Yeah. And you were stubborn as hell.
Never.
Oh, really? That's crazy. Yeah. That's spoken like a true stubborn person. Yeah.
Never
so you're
happened.
stubborn.
It's just that I was right. I was your dad.
Okay.
That's the problem.
All right. And you know what, Dad? You kind of old now. So I'm over here and I'm
Who's
like,
old?
Yeah. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, holy shit! We need to make it right, because if I don't, I'm gonna regret this for the rest of my life.
Oh, man. I knew this was going to get me. Oh, just that. You know, it's the friendly banter. There's obviously like, and the banter has that level of like unacceptance still, where it's just like the unacceptance of the stubbornness. There is still conflict there, and that's so true. There's still conflict there, even though it's banterish. There's still conflict, but the fact that he turned around and said, "I want to make it right," and because I know I'll regret it for the rest of my life, and like the reason this is hard is because I want to have like not this exact conversation, because mine and my father's relationship was impenetrable. I loved my father so much, and he was the greatest man on earth. But I just want to have that opportunity to just sit down and talk to him again as a grown man, because I lost my father when I was 14 years old. And at that time was when I was probably going through the hardest points of my life, where I had no resilience. So anytime I was bullied, even if it was for fun and it was people reaching out to try to build relationship, I was too vulnerable to accept it, and I became combative. And that was just a lack of maturity. And I didn't make a lot of friends because of that. And I clung to the ones I did have, which was also unhealthy, because then I started to, you know, I sort of emotionally strangled them because I had no ability to, you know, suppress it. So that was a time where I was really struggling, and my dad took his own life due to some reasons. I'll never say them on stream because they are quite horrible. I would never say it on a video either because they are quite horrible. But yeah, so this is sad because I would love to just be able to sit down one more time, and as an adult, you know, he wasn't at my wedding, and I saved him a seat. It was reserved for him the whole day. And he'll never meet his granddaughter, which is, it's really tough. It's really tough. So yeah, this is going to hit home because I'd love to just have that one more chat with him. But we're going.
So I came back and I knocked on that door, and
here we are.
And here we are. Austin, he called me like the moment I left here.
Yeah.
And I just cried on the phone. I was just like, I just spoke to my dad, man. Like, I'm crying right now. I was like, I just called my dad. I haven't spoken to my dad in so long.
Big baby, just like when you were a kid. It's okay though. There's nothing to worry about.
Oh,
It's okay.
it was one of the most important moments of my life, I think. Thank you for being a part of this video.
Absolutely.
I love you.
I love you. It's my pleasure.
We did it.
We did it.
Easy
Very
peasy
good.
lemon squeezy, Dad. I knew we could do it.
Okay, we did it.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
I actually think I'm going to release this independently. I think it deserves its own space. I don't think I'll release this with the song. I think I'll do these separately because, again, I feel like this deserves its own space. It was just very weird because it's not me doing a music reaction, but I feel like I can't put this in with the song. I'll release the song first and then obviously bring this out because I think obviously the song tells the story, but I think this needs its own space because for so many different reasons. And I want to applaud Will's growth. This would take a lot. This would take an incredible amount to be able to do emotionally, because it is terrifying, especially for anyone that's an overthinker or a catastrophizer. Like, you wouldn't want to return to that house and then your parent just be like, "No, I'm good. Like, I moved on. You need to go move on. I don't want to be a part of you." That would be soul crushing. So, but to give you guys a bit of an example on my personal level, as I've said, my father killed himself when I was 14. I'm 32 years now. He lived in rural country South Australia. I live in South Australia too. Yeah, about 2-hour drive from where I live. In 18 years, I've been back to that town once, and that was approximately 4.5 years ago. So it originally took me 13.5 years for me to go back to the town where my dad lived. And not only that, on the visit of the town, I was too afraid to knock on the door of the house, as I knew his ex-fiance lives there. I was too afraid to knock on the door. I have not seen the inside of that house in 18 years. I still am trying to bring myself the courage to write a letter to be able to come down there respectfully, see the house, and have chats about everything, and potentially get part of his ashes. But it's terrifying. It is really terrifying. It takes a lot. It takes an incredible amount of courage and willpower to fight back any of the demons that are behind that, and I applaud Will. Because in my case, I'm not going back to seek an apology and the love of a person. I'm just going to visit a place where I know my dad resided. But this is putting your whole heart on the line. And for those that haven't experienced it, you might be sitting there going, "Oh yeah, but it's his father. He has to love him." No, he doesn't have to. Like, when someone hurts you, you can make that choice, whether you want to keep them or not. And a parent is supposed to have unconditional love, but a parent can absolutely cut off their child. Now, do I think Will should be cut off? Absolutely not. Will hasn't done anything that I would imagine would be enough worth cutting off. Like, from what I can see, Will is a wonderful human being. Like, fighting with your parents or whatnot is not enough to cut you off, but like, actually seeking to harm them, steal from them, cheat them, cause them pain, that's enough to cut them off. So there is opportunity where, you know, they don't have to take you back if you've caused them enough pain. And that's the thing. In stubbornness and ignorance, you don't personally think you've caused them enough pain until they turn around and say, no, you've caused me enough pain, I'm not going to accept you back. And then that's it, they cut you there. And then you have that moment of realization where you have caused them enough pain. So I commend Will. That would have been incredibly hard. Like the fact that he said, I just broke out into tears. Like that moment of standing at the door, going to knock on it, can take you an hour to knock, because everything is festering you. Your inner dialogue is telling you no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Angel one side, demon the other. There is hundreds on each side telling you yes, no, yes, no, and your brain is going a million miles a minute. And then you knock, and then you stop breathing. Everything falls silent, because now that it's happening, there's no going back. You can't run. So big ups to Will. That would have been terrifying. That would have been monumentally important. And I Will, if you are watching this, I have only but respect and admiration for your ability to do that. It would have taken a lot. I know that. And I'm so glad you did that, because that is going to ultimately give you a better life. And people will be like, oh, yeah, so you got a good life. It's like, it's going to be a little bit better. Because one, he's now going to have that father outlet that he can, like, you know, it's another person that he can, like, reach out to and be like, these are my achievements, and I want you to be proud of me. And that's so important as well, because, like, you know, awards and views and all that mean nothing compared to the admiration of the people that you want to be proud of you. But it also gives him the ability to know that he has his father back, and there isn't that hole of something missing. So whether that's just a small part or a huge part, in my eyes, it would be a huge part. His life is going to be better moving forward. So absolutely so proud of you. Well, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Comment down below what your thoughts were. You know, all the regular things. Twitch on Friday every 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Discord down below. But I'll see you in the next one. And as always, love, peace, and burgeries.